What is up, THL? Welcome to another episode of Saloon. I am one of your regular co-hosts, joined as always. Tell how you doing?
I've had a pretty rough week, but I'm excited to be here and talk about some Hearthstone.
Yeah. Unfortunately, our other quote-unquote normal second time in the was. He was pulled into work today. His one coworker was out today having a child, so kind of needed. But we do have Skittles here.
I'm doing real good, guys.
Good. All right, get into it.
Absolutely. So, you guys want to start on Teal?
Sure.
That is not helpful.
What?
Teal. Let's go with Teal.
All right. So in Teal, one of the better matches actually. We had Bees versus Kel's Good Boys. Came down to the wire. It was really close. So Bees ended up taking it 15-12. So Lotus Knight did pick up the win versus Jayak. Ron Mexico did beat Boozosaurus. Mata did end up beating Twos, which I believe is kind of an upset. And then we had two-star Mako beating Pond, and Copper Talon beating Turd Herder. Any of these, and it looks like Bees just banned Warrior across the board, by the way. So, which I think we're seeing a lot of teams have success with that. Wasn't there a team last week where they just banned Warrior across the board? Yeah, like in.
I want to say the Dad Legend.
Yeah, and the Cult also did that this week, and they also won 14-10. So it seems like banning Warrior across the board is just the way to go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good Boys too. I mean, or Warrior ran like 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely seems like with banning Warrior is the way to go. We've got 19 bans for Warrior, and the next highest is a 4 for Paladin. So.
Yeah, I mean the problem with Warrior right now is it's just so flexible, right? So you have Control Warrior, then you have Bomb Warrior, and then you have Aggro Warrior, and Aggro Warrior is super strong right now. So,
and you even have the Mechathune Warrior that you could bring in a Last Hero Standing type meta.
True,
yeah, absolutely.
LHS is a lot more open to those kind of fringe decks that really good matchup for two, but
yeah, especially in closed deck lists.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, none of these again. Mata over twos may be a bit of an upset, but not like huge. Yeah. Other than that, look about, but I think probably about the way we predicted them.
Yeah. I honestly don't 100% remember the predictions from last week. I should have written them down. But I will say I'm a little bummed about the Ask HS versus Dad Legend game. Yeah. So I did pick up the underdog. I would say it's an underdog win against Hockey. And then there were 3 DQs. So 1 in our favor and 2 against. So that did not work out so hot for me. I'm a little frustrated with that, but it happens. So this is more DQs than I've ever had in a single season.
What, in 1 week?
Yeah. So for those of you who did not catch the match between me and Hockey, it was on stream on Thursday Throwdown after Tavern Talk, and it is a really good one to watch. So.
Honestly, the only thing I'm seeing right here is Hockey Boys is 0-2 in the 4. That's blunt.
Yeah, what happened week 1? Who did he play? I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. Actually, I just noticed that as well. Week 1, he played 2-star Mako, so that's understandable. Mako is pretty gross in the 4. Actually, he's my opponent this week, so.
Yeah, he's pretty strong.
Yeah, the 4 seed in Teal, man, is just gross. It really is. Like, so you have Pond, 2-star Mako, Chewbacca, who is he's 1-1. He's doing pretty good.
Hockey.
You have 8-bit. You have Hockey. You have Disco. I'm not sure who that is. I'm pretty sure he's new. You also have Arthaniu, which I'm not sure who that is either. And then you have myself. I feel like the 4 seed in teal is just pretty stacked. So it's going to be tough. It's not going to be like last season where I actually had a positive record.
Don't forget about Mr. Newt on the Minuteman. I guess that's in purple, but we can
Yeah.
that next week.
Yeah, I mean, purple has some pretty good force as well. Oh wait, was I looking?
That was just teal that you called out there.
Oh, okay. Well, I saw Arthaniu and Disco in.
Disco's in teal, and
Arthaniu's in purple. Yeah, that's that was the cross conference match. Yep, that's what's throwing me off. So,
And just going down the list of Belt versus Tapline, and another one that kind of came down to the last minute.
Yeah, that was a really good one actually. Aviously beats out Bill Snyder. Itachi beats out Myanodon, which honestly, those top 2 seeds, like I feel like those are what we predicted.
We can just.
Yeah. Base beating Big Ted. You know what? Base is a really good player, and he's much better than that PR would suggest. So, I mean, I feel like Base should probably be like a 2 seed.
Probably.
8-bit beating Chewbacca. I'm not sure if that's an upset or not. I don't know enough about. I know 8-bit's been around for a while, but I don't really know enough about him. And then Super Murloc beating Mr. Shads. Mr. Shads has like had a killer run in the 5, or at least he did last season. So I'm kind of. It was 3-2, so it was close. I'm not really surprised to see Super Murloc necessarily take it, but I think Shad's definitely had a fighting chance. Obviously, based on the score. I mean, it went 3-2, and they're both 1-1. So, but what about you, Skittles? Any of these matches kind of surprise you?
Nothing that really jumps off the page at me, but I am a little disappointed that I couldn't pull out the win over Icer there. He hit me up with the triple aggro list, and I moved away from a more counter to the aggro druid list that I had into the Malygos druid because I thought of some crazy counterplay where he brought control shaman because he always played aggros, so I figured maybe one week he would spice it up against the new opponent, but
now this is your first season in THL, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Coming in at the 1 seed, that's rough.
Actually, I came in at the 2 seed, and Aiden lost week 1. I beat Itachi week 1, and that moved me up into the 1 seed.
Agent is also new. Is that correct?
That's correct. All of our entire team is new to THL.
Okay, yeah, that's rough, man. Like coming in at the 1-2, like playing against basically some of the best players in THL.
Yeah. Agent had Aviously week 1, and by my understanding, that is like a disgusting week 1 match.
It is. I mean, so is Itachi. To be realistic here, so
going from beating Itachi to them losing 2-3 to Icer, I'd say is a pretty good way to start.
Yeah. I mean, listen, man, you got a good start here. So, I mean, 1-1 in your first season in the 1 and 2 seed. That's nothing to be ashamed about.
Yeah, I had some good research on Icer there with the aggressive decks and the Murlocs. Kind of had a feeling he was going that way, so I threw Hungry Crabs in basically every list I had to counter that, and they just
Murloc Shaman is pretty good. So
yeah, it does things. Yep.
Yeah, I just couldn't pick up a win with it on stream last week, but
sometimes it doesn't get there. That's okay.
It's all right. Wrath Paladin got me there. So, all right. So, Tempest versus Call. We talked about that one. So the last match in teal would have been Team No Pros here versus Ugly Mucklings, which is the cross conference match. So Ugly Mucklings does take it 17-11. And so Icer picks up the win over Skittles. Juggerlaw picks up the win over Agent PWE. Lawful Dog picks up the win versus Pasca. Disco does pick up the win against Arthaniu, and the Chronic beats Electabuzz. Honestly, looking at these, and no offense, Skittles, just because I don't know enough about you yet, I'm really not surprised by any of these results.
Yeah.
Lawful Dog, Juggerlaw, and Icer have been in THL for a couple of seasons. They're super strong players. Really not surprised by this. And the Chronic started, I think, 2 seasons ago as a 50 PR player, and he's up to 134 now.
Yeah.
The Chronic he's a really good 5 seed. So I'm not surprised to see him take down somebody who's got almost 100 PR on him.
Yeah.
Actually, who did have 100 PR over him before the yeah. So
are those PRs updated with the new one, or are they?
Yeah. Once the match has been reported, it should update.
Because I'm showing 461 for myself, and I'm pretty sure I'm 434 this week or something like that.
You know what? We can check that. Hang on. 461.
I know mine's updated.
Yeah, but if you go to the next week is what you want to do. So next week you're at 443.
Yeah.
So maybe they are not updated actually. Maybe they show the PR that they must show the PR that the match was actually played at. Okay. So
that's fair.
Yeah. So which makes sense. But yeah, no, because you're at 441 and you were at 461 and you lost 19, so that makes sense.
I'm at 275 and I'm really disgusted.
Or you lost 19. Damn, I got some dyslexia going on tonight.
It's all good. No disrespect to the Chronic though. The more you play, the better you're gonna get, right?
Yeah, and keep in mind that specifically for your team, you have the new player PR bonus.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna shift around a lot more than, because your PR gains and losses are it's like a 1.5 times multiplier for your first 10 matches.
Fair enough.
So your PRs are going to fluctuate a lot more heavily than other teams might.
So you're saying I got to win out so that I can get that 550 right off the bat.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know that. Yeah, I mean, you guys might have a lot of seed swaps actually. Looking at these PRs, they're fairly close.
They are very
close. Your 2 and 3 are really close. Your 4 and 5 are really close, and your 1 and 2 are really close. So
even the 3 and 4 with that win by Disco this week and loss by Pasca, they're going to be getting within range of each other too.
I'd be surprised to see the 3 and the 4 unless one of them wins out all season and the other loses. But the 1 and the 2, the 3 and the 4. The 1 and the 2, the 2 and the 3, and the 3 and the 4. I'd be surprised to see the 3 and the 4 swap, but it's certainly possible. So.
Skittles, you were saying you want to get that 550. No, you want to lose out, so you're 200 more, and then you just crush the 4 next week.
Yeah. Listen. Don't tank your PR intentionally. That is not good.
I'll just take a book or a page out of Hockey's book and bring all Mechazune this week.
There you go.
Yeah, but only if you do it in a Blizzard sanctioned tournament, because that's how he did it. So.
Okay.
But yeah, no. Yeah, so that's all of Teal. Is there anything specific you guys wanted to mention before we jump over to Purple, or?
Did we already talk about a match of the week? Oh, I guess this is still last week's stuff, so we can talk about that.
Yes, because there's only 14 teams, right? So there's 7 matches. Yeah. So realistically, I mean, we have enough time to talk about pretty much every match, which is kind of nice. It's a little bit of a change from last season. So,
what were you guys at last season?
20 teams last season. Yeah. Yep. And it becomes very hard to try to squeeze 10 matches plus, random shit talking and banter and whatever into a matter. So,
fair enough.
But all right, yeah. Why don't we jump over to Purple? Holy cow! This is the first time I've actually looked at scores for Purple because I'm in Teal. So, 20-2 from Minutemen versus Monkey in a Tree. Damn.
So just want to touch on that one real quick. Monkeys in a Tree is actually new this week. It was weight. This is specialist, and a bunch
Yes,
of
you're
people
right.
were actually unable to play that. So I
Yes,
think
you are right.
Triss, Rain, and the Bro Code were all DQs,
Yeah, they all
and
did.
then
Yes, actually, but Ace also left. So Quirky Turtle is actually the only remaining member of that team.
Yeah.
Um,
I actually put out the recruiting call into the MPH Discord to grab as many people as we could to make
Yeah.
a whole team again, just so that we could make sure that there was no bye week for some other teams in the future.
Yeah, why did they all quit? Yellow Dart asked in chat. Honestly, Yellow, I don't have that answer. I just I know that there were some stuff going on behind the scenes that not a lot of people out about, which isn't super important. I mean, if they felt like they needed to take a break or whatever, then that's perfectly understandable. So that if they feel like they want to come forward and kind of explain, that's completely okay. But I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth or misinterpret anything. That's all. So.
Triss says he's gonna drop it in the chat right away here. He's
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so Notorious B.I.G.'s versus Asa Dude. So Notorious B.I.G's win 15-10. We have Shim Jim losing to Snake. We have Donde beating Medusas. Donde won both of his matches last week. I'm a little jealous of him. Yeah. Sorry, Itachi. I tried, man. He clapped me. Jammies beats his Sanguine. Crackshot loses to Shiny Pants, and Anful beats Silver Fox Demon. Any of these matches surprise you guys, or other than Donde winning, of course? But
Oh yeah, of course. But yeah, probably. I don't know. I probably would have predicted the one.
what's TBC? I don't know what TBC is. So Treese says, Treese, THL just took a back seat. Rain started school. I have sports and 3 series was a lot. Ace is retiring. TBC. I'm not sure what TBC means. He had IRL things going on. So yeah, no, I mean those are all. Oh, the bro code.
The bro code, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean those are all perfectly reasonable reasons. I mean, I don't see any. I don't think anybody can hold that against them. So
No, definitely not. And it was fairly easy to grab 5 new people that were
4.
Or 4 new people that were relatively equal in the PR. So
yeah, no, absolutely. It's understandable and it happens. So no worries. So yeah, but back to Notorious B.I.G's and Asa Dude. Did any of these matches surprise you guys at all?
Just by looking at PRs, I'm gonna say not too overly much. I don't really know any of them, so I can't really say much.
I think Shiny Dude, or yeah, Shiny Pants is new, right? I just don't recognize the name. Medusa's Sanguine Shiny Pants, I think, are new. I was a little surprised to see Shiny Pants beat Crackshot, but the other matches all look pretty in line with what I probably would have predicted.
I probably would have given the one to Shimji over Snake, but I can.
I also don't think the Hearthstone meta is the best right now. You know what? I kind of agree with you a little bit there. I'm struggling with the current meta. It's boring. I mean, it's like I could probably have hit Legend this month, but I just haven't played. And the only reason I would have hit Legend is because Priest is tier 1 right now. But I just don't. I don't know, man. I've lost a lot of interest in like ladder stuff like that. So
I'm currently climbing ladder, and I'm at my final boss right now, playing Priest. So,
well, you're gonna lose because you're against Priest.
No. I mean, I'm not playing right now. I'm playing Priest on the ladder.
Oh, okay. Well, easy win then. Just win the mirror, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Oh, or don't queue into like Wrath Paladin.
Fair enough.
No, but
But
I was just gonna say, I think I've played more HS in the past like week and a half with single player content out than like ladder.
yeah, I've barely touched the single player content. I don't know. Just this past week, I've had a lot of stuff going, kind of dealing with, and just yeah, I don't know. But yeah.
All right.
So ATL versus Tanpams. Somebody else want to run this one down?
Sure. I'm just gonna say you doubted me when I said Blue Spartan never lefty last week, but
That's true. It's
you
true.
took it.
I'm also pretty sure I doubted you when you said I doubted Omzi over Dirty Mike as well. So
Clumsy, Dirty Mike, Dave the Great loses to Brushy Tune. Unsui beats me Mike 1, and Force of Will beat Osmonaut 3-0.
Force of Will beating Osmonaut.
Typing is sweet.
Yeah, that really surprises me, to be honest. Osmonaut's a great player. I mean, so is Force. Not anything against Force, but yeah, I'm just surprised to see that because Osmonaut's normally like in the 4th seed, and he had a pretty decent season last season. I think he went like
I want to say they're 4-3 or 5-2.
I believe it was 4-3. So yeah, I'm pretty surprised by that. But all right, yeah.
That should also show you how insane the 5 seed is, and that Osmonaut is 0-2. It's I mean, didn't have an easy week 1 match, and then not the easy match here against Force of Will. But yeah, definitely if you would have told me that Osmonaut would have been 0-2 and 5 at the beginning of the season, I doubted you a bit.
Especially with a sweep going on too.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
We will get to that, Mako. We will get to that. But to give you a quick preview, you bring your broom and I'll bring the dustpan because you're gonna sweep me.
Yeah, but any of these matches really surprising you besides the 5?
Not really.
Well, and besides the 1 for you.
Well, in the 2 actually, like I wasn't expecting to be Dirty Mike actually. So yeah, there's actually a few. It's actually a few upsets, or I don't know if they're necessarily upsets, but a few that I certainly would have predicted wrong here.
No, I think we got her covered pretty good.
Also, I'm not sure why Mako spelled thoughts like that. I don't think there's any thoughts on me versus you, but you know, hey.
Spanish.
Yep. That's Spanish teacher is to Mako, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, I got that much.
All right, so should we? I think we've covered every match. Go to week.
Yep. Let's jump over to the next week. So back to Teal. We have Bees versus Tap Blast. So in the 1, we have Ron Mexico versus the TC Gamer, who is either a sub or new because he has a 0-0 record. Then we have Jayak versus Myanodon, Mata versus Base, Pond versus 8-Bit, and Copper Talon versus Mr. Shads.
So the TC Gamer, I don't know too much about him, but he was on the MPH Discord when I put the call for people to join up on Monkeys. And he contacted me a little too late. We had already grabbed 4 people. So I tossed him into the recruitment or sub channel, and C-Mac, who is supposed to be in the 1 seed, had to sub with him this week. I guess C-Mac's got stuff going on. So.
Nice.
I think so.
I thought it was Bill. Blast, right? Yeah, it's Bill Snyder.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
was gonna say. Wait a minute. I think it's Bill.
Maybe I thought it was C-Mac because he was looking for someone to sub
Alright.
for him too.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just still stuffing down.
No idea. But what do you guys think? Who takes this?
These are rough.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Ron Mexico in the one just because we haven't seen anything yet from TC Gamer, and I'm not entirely sure if he's fairly new to the last hero standing meta or not, whereas Ron's been around for a while. So
I agree with that. Pond in chat says, Ted, you are consistently quiet.
Right, I just turned up my volume.
Nice.
Let me know if that's better. Right, anyway.
What about the other one, Skittles?
I think the 2 seed we're gonna have to go with Manadon. Manadon. I can never say that name correctly.
It's definitely a weird one.
Yeah,
from my understanding, he's been having some low rolls since that World Cup finals, so he's got to get back on track. It looks like he won last week, I think, right?
I believe so. Yeah, he's 1-1.
No, I think he won first week and he lost.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
But
Played Itachi last.
Oh yeah. But yeah, he's gonna get back on track this week with a win. Base and Mata, I'm gonna predict upset in that spot there for Base.
I'm not even sure if that's an upset, to be honest with you.
I'm going by PRs. Like again, I don't really know.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But my understanding, 8-bit is the same thing. He's a pretty gross 4 seed, and he's on a hot streak 2-0.
Yeah, I was gonna say he is 2-0. So.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to go with 8-bit there, and Mr. Shads, I'm gonna go with him bouncing back from his week 2 loss.
Oh shit, Mr. Shads over Coppertown. Okay, I like it. So I'm gonna agree. Ron Mexico takes the 1. I'm gonna say Myanodon takes the 2. I'm gonna say Base takes the 3. I think Pond is going to take the 4, and Coppertown's going to take the 5.
The only one I don't feel comfortable really making a prediction on is the 4.
The 4, yeah, the 4. That is a tough match. I know 8-bit's kind of he's coming in hot this season, but Pond is a really good player too. So Pond beat me week 1, and then last week he lost to someone else.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna say Ron for the 1, Myanodon for the 2, Base for the 3, Copper for the 5, and it's gonna come down to the 4.
Yeah, I absolutely think that's a fair assessment. Yeah. For sure. All right. I need like 2 seconds, guys. I will be right back. My daughter needs my help.
Fair enough.
All right.
Sorry, just a little off topic real quick. Hockey's a little late, but he says, don't discuss our match, please, Kel. It still hurts.
Oh.
I think he's implying about the reverse sweep on the Holy Wrath Paladin.
Sorry, Hockey, but he's already kind of
getting his jabs in.
Yeah, Hockey's kind of already run through that. All right.
Moving on to Kel's Good Boys versus Ask. We got Lotus Knight against Desharmo, Boozosaurus against Artistry, 2s against Shadow Ranger, 2-star Mako against Kel, and Turd Herder against Saku. I don't know if I said that right. Saku? Saku?
It's Saku. It's Saku.
Saku. Okay. Yeah. Again, just going off of PR because I don't really know too many of these guys. I'm gonna have to go with Lotus Knight for taking the 1.
Absolutely.
It's on a 2-0 streak with a 550 PR, so gotta go with him. Boozosaurus on a 2-game lose streak up against Artistry.
Yeah, I mean, so is his opponent though. So.
What's that? Sorry.
I said they're both 0-2.
Yeah, they're both 0-2, so it's gonna be a grindy match.
Yeah.
But I think that Boozosaurus is gonna take that one 3-2.
Yeah.
2s in Shadow Ranger from no, from getting to talk to twos with playing on their pro team, I feel like twos is going to take that one pretty handily, probably 3-1.
All right, yeah.
We
All right,
got
I'm back.
All right.
we got 2-star Mako against Kel in the 4.
Oh, perfect
Back.
timing, Cal.
Ooh, I'm
Easy
back
timing.
for this
3-star Mako.
spice. Ooh,
Easy
you know
3-0
what? I
Mako.
agree with you.
Kel is playing way above his PR right now, so
You say that, but last season was my first and only positive season, so
there you go.
Poor
I
Kel.
guess. Turd Herder against Saku. From what I understand through the Discord, Turd Herder is a really good guy to play with, and he's a up and coming Hearthstone star. So
Saku versus Turd Herder is like the battle of the nice guys. Like they're just gonna thank each other to death. Like
It's a classic Canadian war.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but yeah, honestly, I'd say Lotus takes the 1, Booze takes the 2, Twos takes the 3. You know what?
Damn. No, actually, so
Hey, listen.
it was in the spirit of giving you all the information. Most likely, I'm going to have a sub in the 2.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So just to give you the info, honestly, I think Shadow Ranger versus Twos is a super good match. I'd love to see that one on stream.
I agree with you. I think Twos is going to edge it out, though. However, I made a bold prediction last week. Lefty versus Spartan. Gonna do it again. Kel, you got this over Mako.
Ooh, that's spicy. Jeez,
Yeah.
now I feel bad when I lose.
And then,
yeah.
Honestly, I wish I had a coin because I just want to flip it to decide the 5. I don't even know where to start.
What's the 5? Saku versus Turd? Yeah, I don't know, man. I think Saku's got it because Saku's my buddy, but
Yeah, you're not biased at all.
no, not at all. I mean, that being said, I think I'm gonna get absolutely destroyed this week, but that's fine.
Can I actually touch back on that 2-star Mako and Kel matchup there?
Yeah.
What is 2-star Mako's record right now across all series? He's got to be like 8-1, 9-1, or something like that, right? I guess
I haven't looked, to be honest with you, and I don't want to look. So
he's on a hot streak right now. He's killing it.
Yeah, I don't want to psych myself out. So, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring the spice this week.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Gonna go like Quest Priest might make its debut because nobody expects Quest Priest.
Boy. Yeah, but good job. They're gonna expect it now.
Maybe that's the mind game though. Like, come on, man.
Well, you got some info there, Mako. He's bringing Priest guaranteed this week.
I mean, if you don't bring Priest in this meta, then you're high. I just don't know what to say about that. Like, you bring Priest, you ban Warrior. That's just how this goes.
I mean, I think a better statement would be if you think Kel isn't gonna bring Priest, don't give him your high.
Yeah, guy, I brought Priest when it was horrible. You think I'm not gonna bring Priest when it's good? What?
Fair enough.
But yeah. So, I think Desharmo's gonna beat Lotus Knight. I think it's gonna be really close. I have no idea who's subbing for me in the 2, so I guess I'll give it to Boozosaurus for the. I think Shadow Ranger's gonna beat Twos. I think Saku's gonna beat Turd, and I think I'm gonna lose, but we're still gonna win the week.
Ooh.
You got any bold prediction of what the final score is gonna be?
Oh shit. All right, hang on. So 3-2. So Desharmo's gonna beat Lotus Knight 3-2.
4-2.
Booze is gonna beat whoever my sub is 3-1. Shadow Ranger is gonna beat Twos 3-1. Mako's gonna sweep my scrub ass, and Saku's gonna beat Turd Herder 3-2.
So if I've done my mental math correctly, that would be a tie.
It shouldn't be.
Good enough.
No, because we win 3 matches.
Yeah, but there's no. But normal
with the sweep and.
Oh right, all right. So 2-star Mako beats me 3-1, and we win by 1 point.
All right.
Okay.
Good. Good.
Because I can't go for the tie.
No.
Gotta go for the win. I gotta put up that 1 point.
All right. Can I do the honors for the next match?
Absolutely.
All right. Colt versus Monkeys in a Tree. Most of these are going to be like throwing darts at a dartboard because we know nothing about their 1 and 4, or 1 through 4. But I'm sorry, I need to hype up this 5 save matchup. I think Kel knows exactly why.
Yeah.
All right. We have Super Murloc versus Quirky Turtle, and for those of you out there who don't know, they are in fact married.
They posted their email exchange in
Oh,
I think it was Sheep Chat, and
Fine.
oh my god, was it great!
If you can find it. Like Murloc immediately screenshot it and put it on Discord, and I lost it. One of the funniest things I've read in my life.
Trying to find it. Hang on.
That's awesome. While he looks for that, I'm just gonna touch on Monkeys in a Tree because most of those guys did come from MPH.
Yeah, go for it.
Snake Fods, if I do remember correctly, was actually a mod for Kyoto back in the day. If you guys know what Kyoto is,
I do not.
It was back when there was tournaments to get you into the. Back in like 2017, when there was tournaments to get you into the Blizzard matches. I can't remember what they're called right now, but
qualifiers,
yeah. To get into the winter playoffs, Kyoto was one of the groups that would put on the qualifiers to get you to the playoffs. And I met him in there, and then he slowly migrated over to NPH when we started doing the specialist stuff. And he's been a frequent member in there since. Same with Carrot, minus the mod part. He's been a frequent member of NPH for as long as I can remember. He's been kind of on and off playing some MTG as of late, but getting back into Hearthstone. As for Sinise and I'm Achilles, I don't know them overly too much, but we'll see how their PRs match up with how they play. Sinise coming into the 2 against Itachi week 1 is going to be a rough start.
I mean, I'm sure you know nothing about coming into THL in your first match being Itachi.
Yeah, I got really lucky with some matchups in that one, and let's just say I super high rolled him in our match 5. It was Murloc Paladin against Murloc Paladin, and I hit a 1-man tip the scales into the Murloc that gives all the other Murlocs health.
Oops.
On turn 4.
That's unfortunate for your opponent.
I posted the email, or the screenshot of the email in chat, by the way.
Oops.
So it says, "Hi, Super Murloc. I'm your opponent this week and would like to schedule our match. I've been told that a few THL members would like us to be on their stream Sunday at 9 p.m. EST. Does this work for you? I know you'll be busy watching football and losing in your fantasy football league, but I figured you could squeeze it in. After all, losing to a girl in an online card game could be a great way to round out the weekend. Look forward to crushing your soul and nuts this week. Sincerely, the number 1 bitch, Quirky Turtle."
A few things to mention about that. She was talking about fantasy football because they're also playing in fantasy football this week.
Oh my god!
And,
just
and Turd. Oh, I can move my mic away from my face a little bit. And Turd has said that he's already going to lose. Or not Turd. Sorry. Shit. Super Murloc has said that he's already going to lose in fantasy. So.
All right. But also, you might have read the part about if a few THL members on stream. And yes, Quaz and I will be casting it on Sunday.
Nice. That's going to be a good match.
It was only it only took a week and a half of begging Murloc to ask to convince his wife to do it, but we got through and
yeah. Actually, my hero match is Friday at 9, so it's possible we could also stream, depending on if my opponent would like to do that.
Oh, yeah. Make it you in the chat there. You wanna when I respawn because I think I'm gonna be casting Friday as well. So
I don't see Mako in the chat.
okay, all right.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah, I believe it's gonna be myself and Brushy Tuna doing it on Friday.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, if that's the case, then yeah, we're looking for some matches. So please do.
We're in purple, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. But yeah. Anyway, so back to this match. Monkeys and Tree versus the Cult. I don't think we even really started. So who wins?
Definitely giving this one to the Cult this week. Just because Monkeys in a Tree is fresh coming into last hero standing. So it'll take, unless they're frequent in a last hero standing meta, it might take a week or two just to kind of understand queue order and matchups and stuff like that, just to kind of get in the swing of things.
Yeah, so specifically in a closed deck list format as well. Closed deck list makes things a little, personally, I feel, makes it a lot more interesting.
Absolutely.
So, because you can just bring some crazy whack off the wall, like what Hockey did to me.
The OTK
with his Mega Wind Fury Leroy's. Yeah. Yeah. So, I think this is going to be, yeah. I mean, it's so hard to tell who's going to win, especially with so many new players.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, looking at this, so I'm going to, oh man, I'm going to feel so bad for saying this. So, Aviously wins the 1, Itachi wins the 2, Carrot wins the 3, I Am Achilles wins the 4, and Super Murloc wins the 5. So, Colt takes it. I don't know, Shu. Like, listen, man. This guy, I don't know, Ted. Like, this guy has fucking 200 PR on you, man. Like,
listen. I've convinced myself I'm going to go 0-7 in the 3 this season. So you're not offending me.
I don't know, man.
It.
It's, I mean, you could pull it out, but you got your work cut out for you. Especially with somebody coming. If somebody's coming in at 450, by the way, that means I believe that they have multiple legend finishes. So yeah. Not that, I mean, ladder and tournament play are a very different thing, but
especially last hero standing.
Right, but the fact that they have multiple ladder finishes just means that they have a very, very strong understanding of the game, how to play to their outs, understand matchup spreads, that sort of stuff. So,
Hey, listen, I do have hope. He hasn't emailed me back yet, and the deadline's coming up, so maybe I'll get that DQ one.
Easy, son. Isn't he a sub though? They're all technically subs, so they have until tomorrow.
Oh,
I believe.
Oh, you just have to ruin my day.
Listen, man, I'm a former board member. Like, I gotta know the rules, right?
Isn't submission by midnight tomorrow night?
Not if you're a sub. If you're a sub and you have until Thursday.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Subs get an extra 24 hours. So I don't know if these are technically considered subs, though. Be a question for an actual board member, not a fake one.
Yeah, what do you?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
But yeah.
I think the only one I would not agree with you with is I'm trusting my boy Shu here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Shu could take it. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I mean, if I had to make a all right, so I'm gonna say Murloc's gonna win the 5.
Yeah.
But everybody's cheering for Quirky Turtle, even in the.
Oh, absolutely!
Yeah.
Like, Quirky, slide into my DMs so I can give you them spicy deck lists. Like, I know I played with Super Murloc for 2 seasons. I know that guy's play style. I'll hook you up.
Yeah, I guess she knows nothing about him.
Yeah, she probably knows a hell of a lot more about him than I do.
Yeah, no, but yeah, and also if she does win it, then Murloc's never gonna hear the end of it in team.
I mean,
I do have to
Yeah?
say we're gonna have to watch that matchup closely if they do get on stream and
Oh no,
see if Super Murloc
it's already
throws it
confirmed.
just to. Oh, I know. I'm saying watch it closely on stream
Yeah.
and just make sure Super Murloc doesn't throw it to have an easier week at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he's already been talking how he's gonna be sleeping on the couch all week. So
Well, listen, if he beats her in THL, but she beats him in fantasy football, doesn't that like even out?
No,
I mean, I'm not a big
he still
football
loses
guy.
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not a big football guy, so like I don't know how that evens out.
yeah,
But
no, actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Skittles here. If he wins in either fantasy football or THL, he loses.
oh, okay. Well, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess Murloc's having a rough week, but
Also,
you know what? I'm there with you, man. Just DM me. We can cry together. Be all good.
There also may or may not have been talk about a GoFundMe in the Discord to get Murloc.
Oh man, that's great. I love it.
That is awesome.
That's all right. Hey, I sleep on the couch. It's all good.
Yeah,
Not that uncomfortable.
there may have also been talk about Murloc saying he thinks his wife is gonna go like wake up his kid 5 minutes before the match and say, "Hey, go, go have daddy deal with it."
Oh, that's dirty.
Got to take your advantages where you can get them.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yes,
Oh, sorry, board. I need a DQ because he didn't show up for match time. Oh, that's dirty.
oh man, yeah.
Jesus.
I'm just saying, there's gonna be a lot more going
I
on.
love it.
Like, there's gonna be a lot more going on than what you see on stream.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, for sure.
All right.
All right, so that's all of Lanteal. So does anybody in chat have any questions for Skittles?
Wait, no, we haven't done.
Yeah, we haven't
We've
done
done-
Team No Pros and Dad
Uprise
Legend
versus
yet.
Dad Legend.
Oh, did we miss
Wow.
one? Jesus. All right. No, we did. I thought we did that one because isn't that the cross conference match this week?
No, that was cross conference last week. Team No Pros.
Wait, last week we already talked about all the last week matches. I'm so confused. What are you talking about?
No, Monkeys and a Tree versus Call is
Is the cross conference this week?
Oh, so Dad Legend versus okay. I could have sworn we already
Well,
talked about this one. But...
Kelly, you're just trying to skip over our guest.
I absolutely am. Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's okay because I really don't want to talk about this match. Notorious coming in 0-2. He's got to get a win here.
You know what though? Like he's coming in 0-2. He's on that. He's riding that rough start. I think that gives you a slight advantage, man. Like he may even into the match already tilted. So,
if I remember correctly, he defaulted last week. Is that correct? And that was his second loss.
I'm not sure. I'd have to look. Notorious. Yeah, he got a DQ versus my team. Yeah. So yeah, he's realistically he's really 0-1.
Yeah.
But hey, you're 1-1. So, and you beat Itachi. So, if you can beat Itachi, you can beat Notorious GHP. Not that Notorious GHP is a bad player, but
and not to mention he took ISO to 5.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, I think this is a fair matchup. I don't know, man. It's tough. It could go either way for sure, but
I agree.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm with you on that one for sure.
All right, you wanna?
But yeah, what about the other seeds that you're not playing in?
Agent's gonna come out strong this week and lock down a W. I'm gonna go with a 3-1 in favor of Agent.
Okay, damn.
Taking out the 2-0 typical Tyrant. Pasca's gonna come through strong as well with a 3-1 win.
I just want to say I'm sensing no bias here at all.
No, none whatsoever.
Yeah.
I am gonna give Hockey Boy the win over Disco though.
Oh shit! All right.
Again, 0-2 coming in hot. Gonna surprise Disco with some spicy decks. I'm thinking.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Hockey Boys has the spiciest decks.
Yeah, and then Doomsday in the 5 is just outrageous. I think this Doomsday is actually gonna crush it this season, and I'm predicting him 7-0. That's my dark horse.
All right. So wait, who is that? I'm sorry.
Doomsday.
Doomsday. Do you think Doomsday is going 7-0?
Yeah.
Shit, dude. All right. I just want to point out that there have only ever been 2 players in THL history to have an undefeated season. So technically 3 if you count in position, because his final week was a DQ.
Oh yeah.
So we had Fuel, we had Imposition, and then we had Brewski. Are the only 3 players who have gone undefeated in the regular season.
I still believe.
I don't know, man. That is a super bold prediction, and I would love to see it.
Absolutely.
All right, so we are starting to.
Not going to be surprised. I've been having nightmares about hockey. I'm prepared and not prepared for this. You can't even prep for hockey, dude. The guy just brings ridiculous shit. Like, go watch last week's Thursday Throwdown.
Well,
It's good research, man. I'm telling you. But like, dude brought fucking Mega Wind Fury OTK show.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he has a dartboard that's like cut up into 9 sections, and then each section has like 5 different slots for different archetypes, and he just throws 4 darts.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, Disco, I just want to point out I'm Kel and I beat him. So if I can beat him, you can do it.
I'm just gonna say, for Hockey Boys, if you try to go off of what was brought on stream last week, you may be disappointed coming up.
Yeah, hockey.
So many different decks that he can play. It's just
The thing with somebody who likes to bring spice meme decks like that, bring the 4 best decks that you know how to play, that you're the most comfortable with, and make no misplays, and you'll be fine. Or make like 3 misplays like I did and still win.
Wow.
Because you high roll draws.
Wow. I would like to say this is some great advice. Bring the best decks and play well. No.
Specifically against players who bring meme decks. If you bring tier 1 decks that you are comfortable playing, like you know how to play them properly, that's what I always tell my players, right? Like, especially lower players in the lower seeds. I would rather have you bring a bad deck that you're comfortable with than a good deck that you suck at playing.
absolutely. I'm 100% behind that.
So just bring decks that you are comfortable with, that you know the matchup spreads for, that you know how to play to your outs with, and I mean, you'll be fine. Because in the end, tier 1 decks played properly are always going to be jank. Or at least like 70% of the time they're going to be jank, right? So
yeah, but jank played properly is going to beat a tier 1 deck. At least
played properly, sure.
Well, yeah. No, but I'm just like adding to your census that it's better to bring jank.
And the thing is, with last year of standing, even a jank deck in a closed deck list can steal a win too, because you don't know what to expect, right?
Yeah, I straight up thought hockey was going to sweep me with that weird shaman last week. Like, no joke. I was like so tilted. So.
All right. We run through purple real fast.
What are you talking about? We just did.
No.
No, we just did teal. We still need to.
Wait a minute. Have we not done any of purple? Jesus Christ! All right.
No, we've done one. We've done the monkeys versus Colt.
All right. Yeah. I am apparently just slacking here.
Nothing new there.
Oh no, yeah, we did Notorious B.I.G.'s versus Ugly Mugs, right? Yeah.
No, we didn't. Because no, I'm pretty sure we didn't talk about that one.
I'm so confused. So which one did we talk about then?
We talked about the.
Yeah, we talked about last week.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. Okay, Notorious B.I.G.'s versus Ugly Mucklings. Go.
All right. I'm gonna do fast predictions. Out of time here.
Yep.
Takes it over Shim Jim.
Yep.
Gonna appease Itachi and say Juggerlaw over Donde.
Nope.
Well, hey, listen. I'm just trying to make my teammate happy. All right.
Donde's got this. Moving on.
All right. Lawful Dog over Jamie.
Yep.
Oh, Amphil's out of the 5.
Oh, the Chronic's in the 4 too. Oh shit.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a tough one. All right, so Crackshot beats Arthaniu, and it comes down to the like.
Amphil.
Really? Okay. I think it comes down to that 4-seed match, and I think that's a really good match. So.
Yeah, I could definitely see.
So yeah. Skittles. Anything think you don't agree with?
Oh.
Dogs can't talk. Yeah, I did hear his doggo's a Birkin. So All right. Minutemen
Minutemen,
versus
yep.
ATL. Blue Spartan versus Shane in the one. I'm gonna say Blue Spartan takes it because I have
I agree.
no idea who Shane is.
Sure.
Liquid Ox versus Omzi. Liquid Ox has got that. Dave the
Agree.
Great versus Smoked Salmon. I have no idea who Smoked Salmon is, but he's 2-0 and Dave the Great's 0-2, so Salmon's gonna take that. Mr. Newt versus Shansui. Shansui's gonna send that guy to the Shadow Realm.
I agree.
And then we have Jim Filos versus Force of Will. I think Force of Will takes that. Jim Filos is a great guy. He could certainly win it if possible. Fun fact about Jim Filos, he's the oldest member of THL at like 64. But Force of Will is quite possibly one of the strongest 5 seeds in THLs.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially
Anything
after
you
Handful moved out.
Yeah. Anything you disagree with there?
Nope, I agree with all those up and down.
Perfect. We were talking about that one. Tanpams versus a dude. So we have Snake versus Lefty. I have no idea who Snake is. I believe he must be new. There's like 2 snakes now, and it's really confusing. I think Snake takes that because he's 2-0 and Lefty is 0-2. In the 2 seed, I'm going to say Dirty Mike beats Medusas and picks up his first win. 3 seed, I'm going to say Brushy Tuna beats Shiny Pants.
I agree.
4 seed, I'm going to say Osmonaut picks up his first win, or Darkhawk, as he's known in Discord, and beats Sanguine. And then in the 5 seed, I honestly have no idea, man. Like, I think it comes down to that 5.
Man, it's interesting. Osmonaut and Amphil both move out of the 5 this week to the 4.
Yeah, exactly.
But as you can see,
Osmonaut played in the 4 all season last season, and he was perfectly fine, though, right?
Yeah,
so,
sure.
I think Osmonaut's fine.
Yeah.
I believe Anvil is also played in the 4, so yeah, I mean, I think they're okay. Although Anvil being matched up against the Chronic, that's a tough match. That's a really good match. I would love to see the Chronic versus Anvil on stream.
I agree with you. I don't know. I'm believing in Lefty this week. I think he's gonna.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Lefty can certainly, if there's like an underseeded or an under PR 1 seed,
Lefty.
It's definitely Lefty.
100%.
Yeah.
I give him the 1. I give Dirty the 2. Give Brushy the 3. I give Sanguine. Is that how you pronounce it?
Sanguine, yeah, something like that.
I give the 4, and then Mike the 5. I'm gonna say
okay. Sure. I can certainly see that. I think that's and I believe that's it, right?
That's it, yeah.
Yep. All right. So this is the time where we would normally interview a guest, but he had some angry doggos. Yeah. So if anybody has any questions at all in chat for any of us, throw it out there, man. Like I'm ready to answer some questions.
For example, if you want to ask, hey, Ted, why are you so trash in your 07 number? Be able to answer that.
Skittles has to bail, so no questions for Skittles. So you know what? Ask us your question. I need some questions. You got any questions for me, Ted?
What is your favorite class in Hearthstone?
Gee, I wonder. Quest Priest. Not just Priest. Quest Priest. Favorite TL4 match this week? Obviously me versus Mako. Like, that's going to be a hype match. I'm going to get rolled, but... actually, no. To be completely honest with you, favorite 4 seed in all of Hero right now, the Chronic versus Anvil. I want to see that match.
Yeah, but I mean, he specifically said Teal, so...
Oh, Teal. Shit.
So that would be you versus... Go.
Hang on. Let me pull up Teal and just make sure there isn't a better match that actually might be closer.
Pond 8-bit.
Pond 8-bit's a good one.
And I would assume that's what Palm was getting at.
Disco versus Hockey is also a good. I don't know, man. I think all the 4 seed matches in Teal are pretty good. It's definitely me versus Mako or 8-bit versus Pond, I think.
I agree.
I think those are the 2 super hype 4 seed matches. So, do you have any questions, Big Ted?
Not really.
Is your real name Ted?
My real name is Edward, but my nickname.
That doesn't make any sense to me. See, that's like Richard and Dick. Why is Dick short for Richard? That doesn't make any sense.
Ed is a legitimate nickname for Edward. Take that to my grave because it is.
There is no T in your name. You are a liar.
You're a liar.
No. I mean, well, my name's Jamie, so I mean, I go by Kel, but
yeah. See, there's no
yeah.
H.
Listen, all right. So fun. All right,
L.
I don't know if I've actually talked about this on stream. Do you guys know where my name came from? So my online name that I have used since I was 13, maybe 14. Kel is short for Kelendros, which I will type in chat here. Which was so there's a series of books called the Dragonlance series. Kelendros was the largest of the blue dragons, and his dragon rider was Kitiara. And I just always loved that name. And I went to an arcade when I was like 14, and we were playing this like weird mech thing where like you get in this pod, and it was super cool. But you get in this fucking like pod thing, right? And it's like the cockpit of the mech, and you had like a billion buttons and like. So Kelendros was too long, so I couldn't use it. So I shortened it to Kel, and ever since then it just stuck.
Nice.
So, yeah, that is where my name came from, and I have used it ever since. So I've had that name for almost 16 years.
My name is a lot shorter story.
Well, you're Ted, and I'm guessing you're big. Like, you must be like 6'3". Yeah. Yeah, you're a tall mofo. I'm a short motherfucker, man. I'd be looking up at you like, Jesus, I'm only 5'7", so.
Jeez. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little guy. I'm 5'7", like 150, man. I'm a little.
There are definitely people who call me Big Ted in high
school. That is why I am a lover, not a fighter.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not either. So.
Hey man, it's all about being a lover. It's much better. It's a lot more fun. Yeah. So, does anybody else have any last call for questions in chat? I'll give it 2 more minutes, and then we are gonna get on out of here. But
well,
6'3" isn't that tall. Pond, you're a fucking liar. 6'3" is a giant.
Yo, Quaz asking where the 4th guest is. I mean, we wouldn't need a 4th person if everybody would actually show up when they said they would.
Ooh, savage. Yeah, so I was like, yo, Quaz, tell this lady to like hold the baby in so you can be on stream. And he was like, oh, it's a dude. I was like, listen, he's not even having the baby. But yeah. So.
Oh my
Yeah, 5'7" can be in the NBA. Yeah, if you're like fucking Muggsy Bogues, like.
Hold on. Here's my favorite part. Quaz said he was getting out of work at what, like 9:15 Eastern, so he could have made it back for the second half, but no, he's spending time with his girlfriend.
Oh, see, he's a lover, not a fighter, too.
Yeah, but I mean,
or maybe he's just a lover, not a caster.
Well, I mean, here's my question: is if he's spending so much time with his girl right now, then why is he in Twitch chat?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Maybe she's watching too.
So why couldn't he just?
Yeah, I don't know. All right, I don't see any more questions in chat. So, sincerely, thank you everybody for coming. Like I said at the beginning of the show, I've had a super shitty week, but this was awesome. I got a lot of laughs and smiles out of it. So, thank you for those who have watched. Truly appreciate you guys tuning in every week. And Ted, appreciate you because you're awesome. Quaz, you suck because you're not going to be here again next week either. Skittles was an awesome guest. It sucks that we didn't really get to interview him, but I understand. Wife came home, dogs barking. It happens. So.
Also, I would like to apologize if there were any on my microphone. This low Quaz is saying, but this was my first time stream mopping, so I'll get better at it in the
Yeah, no, I think you did an awesome job, man. It is, you know what, you did better than I did my first time, so I'm just lazy and I don't stream up anymore. So that and the last time I tried to stream, I was just dropping frames like crazy for some strange reason. So
Yeah, it's saying I've been dropping.
yeah, I never did figure out what was going on. But so have a great night, guys.
Yep.
We will see you next week. And as always, if there is anything in particular that you would like talked about or discussed on stream, or you have any specific questions, or you want to be a guest, you're always welcome to DM myself, Ted, Quaz, or just show up during the show on chat, or during the show while we're live in chat, and we will do our very best to get to anything we see in chat.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say maybe not Quaz, but
Yeah. Also, quick reminder. We have one more week. No, we don't. Next Tuesday will be the 1st. This is the last week of September. If you have Twitch Prime, remember, you got a free sub. However, if you sub it instead of $5. So if you have the money and you want to support THL with that, then please make sure to do so.
So just a reminder, tomorrow night we have Hearth Center.
Oh, and you know what? Just because I love you guys so much, I'm going to gift a sub right now.
All right, beautiful. Yeah, tomorrow night we have Hearth Center. Thursday night we have Tavern Talk. Friday
Boom.
night.
There you go, Pond. Congrats.
Yeah. Thursday night we have Tavern Talk into Thursday Throwdown. Friday we have Friday Night Fights, and Sunday we have Sunday Showdown, starring the Battle of the Marriage. Porky Turtle versus Dude from our life. So yeah. Yeah, make sure you guys tune in for all that.
But until next week, we will catch you later.
Yep.